I call back our meeting back to order out of executive session. And we have no action to take from our executive session. So we'll move on in our agenda to good of the order. What do we have for good of the order from my fellow commissioners?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Shainfeld.
I just wanted to notify the commission. I received a message from Mayor Dominic Wolf from Superior. And he said that he wanted to email each commissioner, but he didn't have the time at the moment. And he wanted to share a thank you for the to the commissioners for the generous donation of the county surplus truck for the town of Superior. And he also wanted to thank Marty and Aaron for being Superior spokesman for us to discuss with the commission what they needed and then being able to work through that. So
Excellent. Thank you.
there's the compliment.
There's the compliment.
Mhm.
Count me in, but it didn't quite come to me, but I'll take it. I'll take it anyway. Commissioner Lloyd.
All right. First, I just want to congrats out to the events complex for what they have going on there at Newmar. These motor coach things are pretty amazing to see. And just great work out to Candy and them, and knowing as soon as they wrap up, they roll right into Resident Roundup. And as soon as that rounds up, they go right to the fair. So great work by the events complex. Speaking of some compliments, I received a call from Jason Spechler, who's the Granger Fire Department head, and he worked with Jim on getting some breathing apparatuses and got breathing apparatuses for some of the old county breathing apparatuses. And his firefighters are extremely happy with that, and he wanted to thank that. Also, Jim wanted me to bring to the board for just some guidance that Granger's also requested 17 of the lockers that are currently over there. No one else has vetted any interest into the lockers. They would come, remove, help get them out, all that good stuff. Is anyone here opposed to that on Granger getting lockers? Okay.
I'm not.
I'll-
no.
Okay, I'll make sure we get Jim that.
Distribute the lockers.
Yeah, we'll get it. And then just a couple of the other things. We'll be attending the economic development meeting coming up. I'm excited to hear that on that second part of the series. I'm hoping to make CLG this week. It's not 100% up in the air, but I'm hoping to do that. Also made the library board meeting in the last week, and I did appreciate that. And then we had a really good meeting. Jim had invited me as his liaison, and we met with District 1, Wamsutter, and Green River to make sure our fire invoicing system was working and it was consistent. And we came up with some good things that day. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Lloyd. Anything else?
Yes. I want to
Moment.
congratulate, may I?
Please.
Oh, congratulate the new officers for the airport board. Chief Wamsley is still a chairman, but the new vice chairman is Dr. Peter Jensen. The new secretary treasurer is Mac Burnett from the city of Rock Springs. And our new appointee, Sean Valentine, was given an orientation tour, and he got involved in the motion making for the airport. They're getting a $1 million grant from YDOT for the terminal project. The terminal project is probably going to be at least delayed until July of next year because of supply issues and contracting and all that good stuff. So we were hoping for the end of December, but it's not going to happen until next year sometime. So hold on, it's going to be exciting. It's an amazing facility. The second item is I will attend CLG on Thursday, the Coalition of Local Governments with the Federal Issues. I was disappointed with the Ashley National Forest. They scheduled a Flaming Gorge National Recreation Tour. The Wyoming portion was all day today, which we could not attend. So I let them know I was a little bit disappointed. Tomorrow is the Utah portion of that recreation area, and they are identifying special issues with the infrastructure and possible items to discuss that will be in the plan for that recreation area. I do have some concerns with the appointments, our processes. I just hope that it's something that we as a board can work to make it stronger by taking more of an active role in orienting new appointees who will represent the board for the major boards that we're involved with, and welcome them and attend a meeting with them, and so that they go to the meeting and they understand they are our appointee and what our issues are and what our concerns are. So that's my concern for the day. I've been contacted by a lady from France to do a public lands interview for Le Monde magazine, and Christina says it's big idea, big magazine in France. So if any of you have any ideas, let me know. She's coming this afternoon.
Big ideas. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Lloyd.
not so much a good of the order, but just something I've told Sally I'd bring up. With the resignation of Dr. Joan Savage from the 911 board, we did advertise for that position in March. The 3 required times. There is an opening. There's only one current application, which would be Cindy Johnson. And the question she wanted me to ask me was if we wanted to have that position be re-sent out for advertisement, or is this board okay with just moving forward with the current, the one current applicant? So I want to bring that to the board as a whole.
I think she would be an outstanding applicant as far as being able to work on that board. She understands county issues and may be able to help them refine some of their training if she's still willing to serve.
Do we know that, Commissioner Lloyd? Is she still willing to serve?
I will be honest and tell you, I would probably not at this point wouldn't make a vote on that action for various reasons. I'd probably
Oh,
just
no. I'm just asking if you know.
so.
I'm just asking if you know of willingness to serve, not
I will
Not
follow up.
asking
I had intended to do that, so I will follow up with her.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Wendling.
Commissioner Lloyd. What's your thoughts?
I'll be honest, Commissioner Wendling, I was I would probably I don't know. I think I can see the merit in, let me stop. So first of all, I'd have to ask John De Leon for some advice. John De Leon, the person that's going to, the only person up for the board has reached out to me in the last 24 to 48 hours and offered a campaign donation. So I don't know if I should be involved in any of the discussions of her potentially being on that board. Am I correct? Just to be in full disclosure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, I don't think that, I think the disclosure itself is what is important. I think that just because somebody has expressed support doesn't mean that you can't have discussions about the organization. So I think we've discussed this before, that just because you happen to be, as a commissioner, a constituent of different entities doesn't necessarily preclude you from having discussions about that particular organization.
So with that, Commissioner Wendling, I'd be willing to answer your question now that that's been clarified. I think Cindy Johnson would be a qualified member for that board. The question I think would be, this board appointment specifically has just been an interesting one because we had to have one person become disqualified because they didn't live in Wyoming. So I didn't know if it would behoove of us just to be open and put it all out there, or just move forward with a qualified candidate. I would be okay either way. I just thought, since knowing the history of this appointment, it would be good to get everyone's opinion.
Sure. I would, we got 2 weeks before our next meeting and it would be on the agenda.
Okay.
Advertise it one more time. See, then at least you got a pool in case somebody leaves. Huh? Sure. Get them open.
Okay.
If we don't have a meeting for a couple more weeks, we're gonna run one, do it again. See if we can get a pool, see if we can get some other interest. Who knows? 'Cause we're not gonna act on it for 2 weeks. What do you think, Commissioner?
I'd agree.
I also
See
agree.
what else we get out there. Anything else for good of the order? Then with that, seeing no other business before this commission, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
And a second,
Second.
It's way too early. We better hang around for a while.
you're welcome to stay if you like. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. Meeting adjourned.